The title of this activity is Shipboard Organizational Chart. Master. The master is the person holding the Deck Class I Certificate of Competency, or COC, unlimited foreign going. He is the commanding person of the ship and the highest ranked deck officer. Duties: overall in charge of the safety of the crew, ship and cargo. Implements law and order on board ship. Signs bill or lading for cargo. Chief Officer. Chief Officer second in command. The chief officer or chief mate is directly responsible for all deck operations including cargo storage and handling, deck maintenance and deck supplies. Second Officer. The second officer takes a specific responsibility for navigation, the upkeep of charts and software. They oversee navigation and radio equipment and undertake bridge watches at sea, and may also be the vessel's designated security, safety or medical officer. Third Officer. The third mate is often the ship's safety officer. Third officer is a licensed member of the deck department of a merchant ship. The third mate is a watchstander and customarily the ship's safety officer and fourth in command, fifth on some ocean liners. The position is junior to second mate. Pumpman. A pumpman is an unlicensed member of the deck department of a merchant ship. Pumpmen are found almost exclusively on tankers and oil tankers in particular. Variation on the title can include chief pumpman, Q-med, pumpman, and second pumpman. Bosun. The bosun is generally the main tender driver and responsible for organizing deck operations and supplies, as well as storage and use of toys and tender. The bosun reports to the first mate or second or third officer depending on the yacht size. AB. AB is a seaman and member of the deck department of merchant ship with more than 2 years experience at sea and considered well acquainted with his duty. OS. An ordinary seaman is the lowest rank of a ship's deck's crew. It is considered an entry-level position and comprises the main labor force on board boat. Performs work pertaining to general maintenance, repair, sanitation and upkeep of material, equipment and areas that are the responsibility of the deck department. Deck Cadet. A deck cadet's duties will also normally include assisting with preparations for departure and arrival at port. Depending on the type of vessel you work on, your duties as a deck cadet may differ, but typically speaking, you will help with daily operations and ship maintenance. ETO. The ETO monitor the operation of electrical, electronic, and control system. He is responsible for maintenance of all the electrical motors on ship, i.e. an engine room and deck. Third Engineer. The third engineer has an engine Class 3 certificate. He may hold the Class 1 or Class 2 COC as well, with further experience or exam. He will become a second engineer. Duties: operation and maintenance of generators, operation and maintenance of boilers. Fourth Engineer. The fourth engineer has an engine Class 3 certificate. He may hold the Class 1 and Class 2 COC as well. With further experience, he will become a third engineer. Duties: taking bunkers and assisting the chief engineer in bunker calculations. Preparation and maintenance of the sewage plant. Fitter. Ship's fitter are civilian or unlicensed people who work on materials like high-yield strength steel and high-tensile steel. These people fabricate, assemble, and build structural parts of ships. They are the ones who coordinate a fixed tank working on the ships and submarines, as well as the sonar dome work. Wiper. A wiper is a position responsible for both cleaning the engine spaces and machinery of a ship and assisting the ship's engineers as directed. Engine Cadet. The engine cadet is a trainee engineer officer. He may be a fresher or novice at sea. He has to perform and learn jobs under the second engineer. Duties: an engine cadet, you will spend your days on board ship tracing out some of the different systems on board as well as getting hands-on experience, learning how to strip an engine and inspect components. CHSTWD, Steward or Chief Cook. This is the most senior member of the steward departments and has a supervisor role. The steward generally instructs other personnel on daily duties such as cooking and serving meals, cleaning and maintenance, and overseeing inventory and ordering supplies. CH Cook, a chief cook, often shortened of cook, a senior-most unlicensed crew member working in the steward's department of a merchant ship. The chief cook's principal role is to ensure the preparation and serving of meals that are both delicious and nutritious. Messman. A messman is all-around man setting tables, serving food, or waiting on tables. Part of his job is also to clean the dishes and equipment, prepare coffee and beverage, make beds, and clean quarters of officer. He is used whenever the chief steward wants him.